This is part 4 in a series of videos with audio of people getting some of the talking done. About Kiely Rodni, her town, and her friends. There is a lot of love here. That's why the words you're about to hear weren't written by me.
Love with all you have and be kind and considerate to one another. Because you never know what someone is going through, or if your words and actions could make all the difference one way or the other. Have integrity and show love to all.
Hugs to Mags. She may have been one of the few who truly loved Kylie.
My favorite Leonard Cohen song. I didn't know I had permission to murder and to maim. But they did, and they took it as far as they could go. They killed the flame. I pray for justice for Kylie. I pray the light singles out each and every one of them, each and every lie, and in the words of our sheriff in Marion County, prosecuted to the full extent of the law because they took a life without thought. Sheriff Woods.
It's all about integrity, and not one of the people in Kylie's life has a shred of it am whole. The level of betrayal in this child's life and death is beyond sinister and disgusting. May justice be brought to every lying one of them so that the poor girl's precious soul can rest in peace. That man knew how to make his audience you and stretch emotions. It's the perfect song for Tricky too. Those demons there are middle class and tame. I pray the King of Kings turns things around there and exposes all those dark secrets. We know there are a lot of them.
The truth shall set you free. Freedom isn't always walking the earth at free will. Some things invade your mind in such a way that it will literally drive you mad if you don't free your mind. You can lie to your conscience, but your conscience only knows truth. You can tell yourself you will eventually forget. Life doesn't work that way. There will always be something lurking around the corner waiting for that moment to bring those memories back. It's no different than a tragic experience that you wish you could forget. The truth sets your mind free by confession, whether you did something or you saw something that you need to tell someone. It frees you from the guilt of being silent.
As life goes on, the lodge continues to be a desirable vacation destination, and they've had at least 2 articles in one of the largest newspapers read around the world. Lindsey and Jagger banter about their lives today with utter disregard as if Kylie's light never mattered. Is one person who could save her friend even now. If she does, she'll be saving herself as well.
Will you please break down Kylie's song she wrote? I think her short life story is there.
Everyone in this poor girl's life heinously betrayed her.
Not one tear from Mama. Bring her in for questioning ASAP.
She has a feeling only because she knows the truth. All the earmarks of a cult I am.
The free flow of each video you've made, taken together as a collection, are like the lines of an evolving epic poem. It is my hope that from them, a heroic figure will emerge, bringing closure and healing to this long and arduous journey. It is one thing for the adults to choose to hide behind their evil deeds. It is an entirely different thing for them to place the burden of secrecy and silence on a young soul who's not even found their own light and taken flight into the world. To end this of a young person is like clipping their wings and placing them in a cage. May all of our voices reach those who need to hear and see.
Absolutely astonishing art form, montage, musical mashups, profound messaging. Message in a Bottle, Live to Tell, Comfortably Numb, SOS, and so many others are all old friends from my wild youth, but have taken on such a different, deeper, and perhaps darker meaning since being paired with your video imagery and the Kiely Rodni experience. My life at age 70 has been forever changed. This crusade is a must.
We know where the survivors went. Are they still in the area?
Rest in peace to the most lovely Kylie. We all love you. My heart bleeds for Kylie. This song feels so appropriate from before and after the fact. Got me all choked up. It's so amazing to feel love from someone we never even spoke to. If only she was able to feel that when she was alive. Rest in peace to Kylie. We all care about and we all loved you so very much. We all care about you still.
To anyone that was physically there and knows something, shame on you.
You do an amazing job of showing us all exactly why we can take our eyes off this beautiful soul taken way too soon from the world. I can only imagine the things she would have done in this life. Thank you so much for your continued attention, time, and resources to Kylie and her truth in what short time she was on this planet.
How you use songs to tell the story. And may I add, an old story throughout history. Thank you for keeping Kylie's name out here. She is remembered. Kylie's pain, whatever happened to her, is in every image, every note, every lyric. No one wants to live and love in vain, to be forgotten.
Keep the light on them. Never stop.
Swami, we see you in those heart sunglasses in places you shouldn't be.
There has to be somebody else involved in this.
I think I understand now. Enslavement, a concubine. Princess L is superb representation. There was a child I knew who experienced something similar. They lived in a home where many came, some for a visit, some for a short stay, and some to live for a time. The child was a talented pianist and singer. The child preferred to play and sing in solitude, but whenever people came to the home, the child was made to perform for the guests. They were not given a choice. That is as much of the story I know to be true, but I have long believed it went beyond performing because of the dread expressed about the arrival of the visitors. I've wondered why we see Kylie playing the violin and singing to Fiddlin' Man. Was it chosen by Kylie or someone else? This is only speculation on my part. I'm trying to grasp hold of the greater picture of Kylie's story. Certain bits are as elusive as piece of blue sky in a 1,000-piece puzzle. In trying to understand Kylie, there are insights into growing up with boundaries that are blurred around the edges and the complications that follow. Your uploads have each come to mean more to me over time as I rewatch many of them. The video editor guides you well in the pursuit of discovering the breadcrumbs I am certain Kylie left for us to find. Thank you for delving so deeply for answers. Either way, the lyrics weave multiple tales of the Fiddlin' Man. The first 4 stanzas strike me the most. I wonder how Kylie's youthful beauty and emerging maturity affected the family dynamic. I wonder if Kylie was the only one made to perform as a child, or if this was perhaps something that happened before.
The choice of Fiddlin' Man for Kylie to perform. The stanzas that stand out to me, but I just had another thought to add. Was Kylie's performance of this song an invitation for others to join in? Portrayal of truth and life as she must have experienced it. So many dreams she should have been allowed to dream and make a reality that never had a chance. I really hope and pray that her little brother lives a different reality, being a boy and all, but he still needs love that I don't think his parents are capable of providing. I really hope your videos reach the people involved and that they make someone crack and come forward with the truth about what happened to her. But my faith is small, so I'm not holding my breath on that. Either way, I am confident that one day Kylie will receive justice. The Lord works in mysterious ways, and the truth that is hidden by the dark always comes to light.
So many other children live the same reality that Kylie did, and it is not okay. I pray that all those kids out there going through abuse find the courage to get help and heal from the tremendous torture they have endured at the hands of the people who were supposed to protect and love them, but instead hurt them. And I pray that those evil people who harm children suffer karma's wrath and are faced to feel all the pain they cause innocent children.
Life, but I pray that all those who caused her pain are made to feel that pain tenfold. They can take her out of this world in the physical, but thanks to videos like yours, they can never take her from the hearts of millions, and she lives on through us. I hope she haunts everyone that ever harmed her.
Kylie's doggy dog is still waiting for Kylie to come home, and I bet you that Doc knows where Kylie is. And I can tell that Doc missing his little mama Kylie. And God, I really believe that Kylie is getting her justice right now. Amen, and God bless everyone, and thank you so much for always spreading Kylie love. Amen.
I've been watching and pausing and thinking and looking up different things since I got home from work 5 hours ago. Tell her story. Tell it all.
That's when it's all done and said there's going to be a whole lot of people going down. I do believe Salisha Singh as to the trafficking aspect of it, but there was a wrench thrown in somewhere that screwed things up. Swami Smith most likely sets girls up for the Veronica Singhs trafficking ring. Swami's parents and Nate's parents profit from this in some way, also IMO. Lindsey had to be paid off somehow in order for her to go along with this whole thing. I believe since Kylie was ready to leave the nest that she was no good to Lindsey anymore, so she threw her to the wolves. Kylie's father wasn't as concerned as he put on, or he would have done more. I feel as though it was not her in the car and her father should have done a DNA. That's in a nutshell, but as I'm sure you know, we could go on all night about this case. It is unraveling, and people like yourself, Squirrels on Fire and Salagi, along with Aira and Sisif and so many others. There will be justice.
I live in Northern California. I think that's why what happened to her hit me hard.
Everyone knows the difference between what's right and what's easy.
So beautifully compiled, Sarah. Oh, those sad faces of a little girl. I hope she got out alive.
Seek her off truth, or maybe just fade away.
We have all the dirt. 321st from darkness to light.
Anyway, I liked the video. You obviously choose the songs very deliberately. I remember a teacher playing a Peter Gabriel video in class and inviting us to examine it. I could not figure it out. That was Shock the Monkey. Red Rain is a little more straightforward, but perhaps deceptively so. That album cover takes me right back to '86. Red Rain is a British expression relating to being overcome by one's emotions. What if the song is about a person that was murdered? They are a spirit that is having violent flashbacks of the event, of the red rain of blood spilling everywhere.
This song just makes you want to fall to your knees and just let everything you've been hiding and suppressing to spill out in one climactic moment. Maybe the people of Turkey will spill their guts one day.
I wonder if the landscape can affect our thoughts and behaviors. If you lived near the place where the Donner Party got stranded and did those things, I wonder if you would at the least feel something slightly off about the place. Vaguely similar to the Overlook Hotel and how it consumed its winter tenants.
So awesome to include those other cases too. I have a hard time believing they aren't completely interrelated. I so enjoy the way you do your videos. In a way such as to leave the interpretations to the viewer instead of the normal video of people telling the audience what to think and pushing a narrative of one sort or another, while in my opinion your videos let the viewer completely create their own narrative out of plain fact-based imagery.
Thank you for keeping Kiely Rodni, Trinity Bacchus and Dante Di Lartor's names out there. I feel like there's a connection. So eloquently done in the name of the missing, exploited and voiceless. Blessings to you. We shouldn't even have to be making videos like this, but I'm glad people are speaking out and against what they know aren't accidents. It'll take a lot more than an autopsy with white out on it to convince me.
The tricky P.O. box is enough of a red flag for me that says some, if not all, of these cases could be linked to a handful of people who wield control over the community.
Still heartbroken over this poor angel. Justice for Kylie. What's done in the dark will be brought to the light.
I live in Placer County and know a lot about all three. Trinity took acid and smoked marijuana, had a bad trip and got lost in the woods and suffered hypothermia. Dante actually committed suicide sadly. My daughter knew him, and Kylie? Well, that's on a whole different level there. Despite that, there is something that law enforcement is involved with around this area for sure.
I've watched the original video, and to be honest, yes, it's weird that he included the No Means No song at the end, and I have no idea why he did that. I've watched another video of the original creator, which creeped me out so much that I might actually consider him to be the potential creep.
Hello, it's been a while, but I want to thank you for sharing your memories of childhood. I've not forgotten you. Quite the contrary, you brought up a lot of recollections from my own childhood. I know what it is to sit, mesmerized, for hours as days. Listening. I believe it's something many of us share. I too had many moments in solitude, carried away by the recordings that were my Peter and the Wolf. Looking back, I think the reason is because in my childlike mind, I dreamed of going away, of finding a different life. It didn't happen for me. I only found more of what I believed was normal. Breaking cycles that permeate generations takes enormous perseverance.
Sometimes, the ones involved must move on, alone, never to look back, even to those they love dearly. Thank you again for your commitment to speaking out for Kylie and all like her.
Rest in peace, Kylie. We all love you so much. I will always pray for you, Kylie.
No real mother would dismiss her child's death with such ease. Questions. Did this child exist? Was she her child? When did she actually die? What did Lindsey say to Swami that left Swami tongue-tied?
I am seeing the connection between Salagi and at least one of Kylie's social circle. They saw her brilliance and jealousy got the better of them. I can't quite recall the movie in detail, but Salagi's plan was to orchestrate, so to speak, a situation. He secretly commissioned Mozart to write a requiem mass and then plotted to kill him, so that his own mass would be played at his funeral.
These are just my speculations and questions. What exactly was Tanki's connection to Kylie? Why did he die a mysterious death only months after Kylie disappeared? They were friends, but did he know something that would reveal the truth about what happened to Kylie? Did Dante know Kylie's secrets and plans for when she got out? Before her disappearance, was Kylie in a setting where therapy for childhood sorrow and trauma was being provided? Did Kylie receive ketamine treatment as a complement to another modality like cognitive behavioral therapy and maybe NDR? Did something go wrong? Is this what really happened to Kylie? What is the true nature of the cover-up?
For survivors of childhood sorrow, there is an unmistakable look in the eyes of a perpetrator as here, and to a child, it is exceedingly confusing. The myriad behaviors Kylie exhibited certainly indicate she survived childhood sorrow. including her insistence on bathing in the stream and immersing herself in music and nature, as well as excelling in her studies. How long did the saga go on? Who did this to her? Was it only one person or steady flow of individuals? Did Kylie generate income for others in this manner? It's easier than many can comprehend to remain out of the public eye when living at a place such as the lodge or anywhere for that matter.
It's possible very few people saw Kylie outside of family, visitors to the lodge, and maybe a doctor, dentist, and therapist. If Kylie wanted to step away from the isolation and possible imprisonment at the lodge, and it was feared she would speak out about what occurred, her life might well have been in danger by that fact alone. What happened to Kylie? She's taken hold of our hearts, and we want answers.
Make 'em sad, make 'em add 2 and 2, or make 'em me, or make 'em you, make 'em do what you want them to, make 'em laugh, make 'em cry,